video for you guys about the new Hardman Farm to Helen Heritage Trail. So it's in White County, right outside of Helen and a little bit Saltillo Coochie. If you're familiar with Georgia 75 North and you're coming up towards Helen, if you've ever passed the Indian Mound on your right, that's actually owned by Hardman Farm. And directly across from it, you'll see the red roof building. Hardman Farm was built in 1870, so it's been around for a long time, but it's newly a historic site that people can access, the public can go to. So if you're headed up 75 North, you can turn right onto 17 at the Indian Mound, and you'll see Hardman Farm on your left. You'll just follow that road for a little ways, passing the farm, and you'll head up a hill to find parking for this trail. You can start on that side, or if you wanted to head farther into Helen, head down 75 North. Behind the main street is Edelweiss Strasse, Strasse, and you'll see Helen Water Park. That's kind of your biggest, most identifiable spot, and the other end of the trail is right there next to the Helen Water Park. So who can do it? Anyone can do it. It's free to the public. A lot of places do cost money to park in Helen if you're just there for lunch or dinner, but this trail on both sides is free parking. It's a mile. It's a very wide paved trail. It's actually ADA accessible, so even wheelchairs could potentially make it happen. I'm trying to think. It is bike friendly. It's stroller friendly. It's even pet friendly. So really no one is excluded from making this trip. It follows the Chattahoochee River, so it's really beautiful. It was mostly shaded. There are a few spots here and there where you can kind of pull off and look at the river. There's signs along the path that talk to you about the heritage of this particular trail. It actually follows old train tracks, and there's some neat things for the kids to do. There's a train whistle that they can pull, and so it's unique and it's fun. We biked it. Like I said, it's bike friendly. There were 5 of us biking, and our youngest biker was 5. Everyone did it fine without complaint. My 2.5-year-old could have done it on his balance bike, but it's just so close to the river. I was a little nervous that I might be fishing him out of the river if he got too far away from me or lost his balance. But if we go again, I might let him take his bike and I'll walk next to him because he was pretty bummed. So you could just do that trail and love it and have a great time. If you wanted to make more of a day of it, that's what we did. We rode our bikes from the Hardman Farm, and we came out right there at the Helen Water Park, and we headed into Helen. And we went to my favorite place, the Hansel and Gretel Candy Kitchen. They have an enormous amount of candy. Oh man, fudge, chocolate-covered apples, the whole deal. It's delicious. You can certainly find a bite to eat. There's quick places like corn dogs and hamburgers, but then there's nicer places like Paul's Steakhouse if you wanted like a full meal. There's a little bit of shopping to do. Jolly's Toy Store is a unique place to go if you have kids. Some cool toys in there. There's certainly quilts and t-shirt shops, knick-knack stuff. There's a really pretty park called Unicoi Hill Park, and it's kind of right behind Jolly's Toy Store. There's a library in Helen. You'll have to check the website for hours. It's not often open on the weekends if you're there on the weekend. So you could certainly make a day of it if you wanted to spend the day in Helen. Hardman Farm, if you're not too familiar with it, it has a lot of unique things to do too. You can go on a tour there. The tours do cost money. They have festivals. They have special farm days. It was originally an operational farm, so sometimes they'll have horses and plows. This July, they're going to have a You Pick Corn Day where you can come to the farm and pick your own corn. At Christmas time, they do like a Victorian Christmas. People dress up in period costume. So definitely check their website for cool stuff coming up there. Let's see. Anna Ruby Falls, Unicoi State Park, Smithgall Woods. There's some cool outdoor stuff. You could go tubing down the Chattahoochee River, and there's people who rent tubes while you're there. So definitely tons of fun. I think you should do it. I think you could possibly love it. It could be one of your new favorite spots. We're going to head to Babyland General pretty soon in the next few days, and I'll make a video for you of that. We're also going to head to our favorite privately owned bookstore in Monroe, and I'll make a video for you. So click subscribe if you want to see what we're doing next. Get out your door and explore more. Okay, talk to you later.